Welcome back, one and all, to the Campfire podcast. I'm your host, Logan. I'm joined today by our boys, Zach and Sean, from last episode. If you haven't checked out
Hey.
last episode yet, highly recommend. 10 out of 10 uh, would watch again. And we have a
Yeah,
new
check the link in the description.
we have a new person. We have a new person with
member.
us. Shut up.
It's me.
Shut up.
Okay.
We have a new member. His name's Brett. Brett, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, Logan.
Yeah, all right, awesome. Brett, who are you? Why are you here?
Well, I joined this group through an IRR friend. You guys might have heard of him, Brendan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Brendan knows Zach, and then Brendan introduced me to Zach through CS:GO one time, and then I just kind of became part of this group, and I hang out and play games with him all the time.
CS:GO is a beautiful matchmaker.
Oh yes. Yeah,
It,
but
it seems like Brendan played a lot of matchmaking as well.
Probably too much.
He's the only. He's fuck off. He's maybe not enough with the opposite sex. How
Yeah,
about that?
probably not. Not even
I
close.
have a
Sorry,
I have a love-hate relationship with CS:GO. I mean,
think we
it's
all
a
do.
it's a fun game, but it's so fucking toxic that if you're not
Yeah.
like just like fucking around,
I mean,
it's not
even we're
fun.
toxic at times. Like, remember
Yeah.
yesterday
Oh my
with
God,
that one
yesterday.
guy? Oh boy.
Bro, we fucking shot him.
Yeah, that was.
Because he did it.
Brett
That's
stabbed me in the back, like
Yep, that's basically CS:GO
humor.
recently for us.
And then he threatened to do it again. He followed me around until I fucking died.
Nice. Yeah, so that's
Oh, no,
Brett
you
for
didn't
you.
die.
So we got some cool stuff, fun, interesting, and amazing stuff to talk about today. Very original stuff. Um,
Hopefully this time you guys will be better at improv, but okay.
I'm great at improv. What are you talking about, bro? You're the...
No, you're not.
No, I'm fantastic at improv. What do you
Bro,
mean?
I was the life of the party.
Oh,
last podcast. You were kinda
yeah,
like the carny.
right.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
now we have Brett here. We have Brett here, so that's
Okay.
to be determined now.
Mm,
Brett, here's a quick question: are you high?
Oh yeah, dude, all the time.
Finally,
Good.
finally. He was on a clean streak.
This is
for a
what
while
we
there, I was
need.
worried.
This is
Worry,
what we
don't-
need.
Do not you worry.
All right, so Logan and I talked about this in the beginning. First topic of discussion: FPS games. Continuing off the horror theme of last time. Well, changing it. So, favorite
you know,
and best FPS games.
no,
Let's
know-
start with Zach.
my personal favorite is CS:GO, but I think the best
Mhm.
one, I'm gonna go back to last episode. Left 4 Dead 2 is a fucking masterpiece, and you cannot tell me otherwise.
He's gonna go back to Left 4 Dead. It's a good
Left 4
game.
Dead's pretty good.
Here's my opinion. And favorite could be like favorite to play, favorite in general.
Favorite
shit
is
like
just
that.
what you enjoy the most personally, and then
Yeah.
best is like what do you think is like the best made objectively in terms of like gameplay, graphics, etc.
So for me, best first-person shooter. This is not my favorite. This is best. I know it's controversial for us because we all hate it, but Valorant.
It's
You know,
It
not
is the number.
best.
It's
You know-
the number one first-person shooter of our time.
I wouldn't say it's the number one, but it's really up there. It actually is a pretty good game.
It is well designed.
It's not. It's really well designed. I just, in my opinion,
Personally, I hate it, but at the same
In
time,
my
I
opinion-
can't deny how good it is.
opinion,
It's
it's too ability based for my tastes.
Yeah,
Like-
I have to
Like
be in the
if
mood
I
to
want to
play
play,
it.
if I want to play a game that's based on
Right.
abilities, I'm gonna play something like Overwatch or Paladins. I'm gonna play one of those games. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
play Valorant. And if I want to play a game based on like like my like raw
abilities and
aim,
shit.
You
I'm
gun
gonna play
gameplay,
CS:GO.
yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
shooting
not
bullets from
gonna
your face
choose.
is much more skillful than just relying on Ray's bots and grenades and her ult that one shot you if you're too close. Like that shit's annoying. Like, what the fuck? I agree. That's why I
It
hate
is-
it.
but
But at
it
the same time,
is.
I can't
It
deny
really
how good
is.
it is.
It is really well made.
So my favorite, that being said, though I hate it, I suck at it. It's probably CS:GO. I can't say anything else. I play that game more than anything else, more than I do anything else. So that's those are my two picks. Logan, your turn.
Boy, this is okay. This is hard for me. Eesh. I don't know. There's a lot of shooters, you know. I think, you know, you could look at Battle Royale, you could look at casual shooters, competitive shooters, highly realistic, military simulation.
Battlefield.
I think
He's gonna pick it. Yeah, no, he did.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I've
not gonna
always wanted
pick
to play
Battlefield. I'm not gonna pick Battlefield. Battlefield's not even that good. It's all right.
Okay, it's
Battlefield's just pretty good. It's not too like crazy.
I thought he said Battlefront. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was
Okay.
thinking Logan's gonna pick.
So I think objectively the best I think would have to be like probably just Counter-Strike. Or actually, you know what?
The best.
I would
it's
say
like the
Rainbow
worst.
Six Siege. I would say Rainbow Six Siege.
oh
No, not even close.
Objectively the
That's
best.
garbage.
no, not even
No, not even.
close.
Not even original. Like what the concept originally was. It could.
You know what?
Been,
No.
but then
I'm gonna
ruined
change it. I'm gonna change it to Escape from Tarkov is the best.
Okay,
Escape from
Tarkov
Escape
is
from
actually-
Tarkov is
yeah, that
probably
one-
the
that one-
best.
The best. Actually, can I change mine? Yeah, Tarkov. I'm changing my
Tarkov.
list to Tarkov.
Here's my favorite
is-
personally, and Sean, won't be surprised by this. Well, actually, you might be. It's hard to say. It's probably between Valorant and SWAT. Have you guys played the old SWAT games? Specifically,
I've
SWAT
not.
4. They're
You
pretty
forced me to
old.
play one.
I didn't force you to play one.
I've heard of it.
It's fun because it focuses more on like the realism of law enforcement instead of just being like, okay, everything is just open, like shoot anything that moves. There's a lot more like shoot, don't shoot, investigative, like kind of missions. And I think I enjoy it because it's so unique. But it's not super great on graphics. The actual core gunplay isn't great. But, you know, I think Tarkov is probably the best though, you know.
Can I change my answers? So Tarkov is definitely the best. My favorite, Phantom Forces.
I swear to God. I swear to God. If this motherfucker
Counter
says-
blocks, counter blocks gang,
Counter-blocks,
counter
Arsenal.
blocks.
Oh,
Let's
dude.
go.
Oh my god! For some reason it just
You are,
randomly hit
you know,
me.
you are the same person that would classify Minecraft as a horror game. Get out of here.
Oh my god.
Oh no,
No.
You're the kind of person who would say that.
No,
You are that kind of
It
person.
was a joke. It was a joke. Roblox is literally just an everything game. It's a kids game that has everything a kid would want. To
Okay,
play.
but like low key, I was playing with Logan. There's this one game. It
Mhm.
was kind of like Hearts of Iron and Europa Universalis, and I
Yeah.
was like actually like genuinely enjoying it.
Yeah,
like
the map game. I love the map game.
It's
The
called
map
Rise of
game.
Nations, first of
yeah,
all.
it's
Second
Rise of
of
Nations.
all,
It's
it is-
actually,
It's a better version of Hearts of
bussin'.
Iron
It's
4 because
bussin'.
it has less bullshit in it.
It's bussin'.
but like in my opinion, Europa Universalis 4 has more strategy than
Mhm.
just spam infantry and win.
I mean, that's a pretty good game. That's pretty good gameplay right there for me.
My personal opinion, I prefer Empire Earth 3 or Risk.
Risk is.
I
Isn't
don't
Risk
know.
a
Risk
board
it. The
game?
thing is, like, I
Yeah.
have Risk, but I have no one to play with because my family.
Have you
refuses to play
never
with.
played the cartoon version of Risk?
Oh, like the app, like the app on the game store. You mean?
I have.
I think it's
It's
Risk
kind of
Factions.
cringe.
Yeah, it's Risk
Yeah,
Factions.
It's kind of.
It's on Steam.
It has like the zombie, the cat, the robots, the U.S. Army general. It's that game. That game is fun. That game is fun as hell. And I think, in my opinion, it's fun because you don't have to look at the economic side of things or the social structure. You don't have to care about policies. It's just a numbers game. My number bigger than yours. I attack. I roll dice. I beat you.
Okay, but like funny fucking. So I was playing Risk with one of my friends, right? I had
Mhm.
a 33. They had like a 6 or something. I fucking lost.
Yeah, defending is overpowered in Risk. I'll give you that.
Look. Get good.
Oh yeah. Let me just.
Ah, yes.
Let me just click roll better.
Get
Yeah.
good at a game of chance. Yes, that's a good
I mean,
good advice, Sean.
You know.
I mean, you
It's-
could have
it's-
withdrawn,
it's-
Zach. To be fair,
It's
like, you could've
strategy. It's.
Well, I thought I was
all
gonna win. I
kinds of
had
shit.
fucking 33.
left.
He had 6. I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. No.
Okay, Well, here's the thing. It also depends what you're playing and what pieces you're playing. Like if it's Risk Factions, it's purely numbers. But like with Real Risk, you have like artillery, you have infantry, and
It was
Axis and
factions.
Allies is even better than that, where you have like aircraft, you have bombers, you have subs, like you have all kinds of cool shit. Like it depends what version of Risk you're playing that's fun. Some games suck, some games are actually really cool and have diverse ways of winning. Like Axis
Yeah.
and Allies, shout out to that game. Insane game, Empire 3. Fucking fun as hell.
Yeah. Are we gonna let Brett tell us what his favorite FPS games are? Or are we gonna talk about Risk the rest of the time?
We're never letting him talk. Sorry, go ahead.
All right, no, that's fine with me. So FPS games, I've never been a big FPS player. Brendan is really the one who introduced me to them with CS:GO.
With hide and
Um,
seek, yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
I remember when I was like first getting started on Steam, I had TF2, and I still love that game.
Oh,
So,
throwback,
I mean,
throwback.
It's a very good game to just chill in and relax and get some nice kills.
Used to be,
I'm
now it's
not
full
a
actors.
tryhard guy. I'm not a tryhard in really anything. So I'd say TF2 is really my favorite one, but then another one up there, like far up there, is Titanfall 2. The other
That's what-
TF2.
that is very good.
Titanfall
TF2
2's
is
campaign, Titanfall 2's campaign is the best video game campaign I have ever experienced. It is
I agree with
so
this.
good. It's so good, and
it is amazing.
the multiplayer aspect, like with the movement and all the different guns you can use, like
Mhm.
the skill ceiling is infinite in that game.
Yep.
It's so high. You can do so much cool stuff.
I agree with
And
this entirely.
gameplay is so fluid. I love it. I just love it.
Yep. I love that you brought that up. I forgot completely that Titanfall does fall under this category. For some reason,
Yeah.
Halo, Titanfall, and COD fall under entirely different categories. For me.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah,
of
they
like
kind of do.
deathmatch.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, they're
those-
like
it's
deathmatch
just
style.
those games for me, I hold to a higher standard than any other game, though.
Really?
Yeah.
They're legendary.
It's
for
really
how-
easy to mess up
yeah.
Yeah.
If you
genre.
This is kind
Yeah,
of a
you can
controversial.
fuck it up.
I mean, there's exceptions, but I think that like over 50% of Halo's campaigns are kind of boring. There are good ones, obviously, but I like.
Which Halo?
I tried to get through Halo Reach, and I just couldn't, bro. I could not get through Halo Reach for the life of me. It was so boring.
Low key, guys. I've actually never played Halo before.
Me neither.
I mean,
I've never
it's
played
fun. You're not really a true gamer until you played it. I mean, it's on PC now. There's the Master Chief Collection's like $60 for like.
Well, the
6
thing is, I
games.
just
Yeah, I don't feel like playing a game that
don't really
old,
want to play it. I just don't
Yeah,
want
no,
to pay
that's
for it.
fair.
Gotta be honest.
No, I totally get that. Like, I downloaded it, and I've only played, like, 3 of the 6 games. Like, but I
Yeah.
remember, like, okay, so my very first... The thing is, back in, like, 2013 to, like, 2016, I was purely, like... I got my first Xbox 360 when I was 12 or 13, I think, for Christmas. And all I played was sports games for years. And but I still remember my very first shooter was Halo 4. I got it for $5 from GameStop because it was an older game at that point. And I played Halo 4's campaign probably like 6 or 7 times. It was so fun. And I've gone back, and it's still fun, don't get me wrong. It's, nothing special compared to like stuff I've played now. But it's just like, it's so nostalgic now for me. Because it was just like my first shooter,
Mhm.
Unless you
Yeah,
count,
that's how it is for
unless
a
you
lot.
That's
count
kinda-
counter blocks. Roblox offensive.
That kind of my first actual shooter game was COD 4 for the fucking Wii.
Nice.
I fucking played COD 4 on the Wii.
That's a
Oh,
thing?
dude, I remember I played the original. This was after, like, I became a PC gamer, so I was visiting some people in LA, and I was staying at their house, and they still have an old Wii. I mean, so do we, but they've had their Wii longer, and I actually have played the original, the first Call of Duty on the Wii, and no joke, it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. I kind of
I
had
bet
a
it
good
was.
time.
How did
That
that
sounds
work with the Wii controller?
Okay,
the-
it was
the
really
guns.
gimmicky and really buggy. You have to
It's interesting.
yeah, don't you have to like aim by poining at the TV or
Yeah,
whatever?
you aim by pointing at the TV.
Yeah.
You can't do like flicks at all, and
No, you
the aim-
can't. It's like
the aim
worse than
assist is
console.
God awful.
Oh, the aim
It's-
assist is insane. It was fun though. I had fun just because it was like the It was the novelty
Yeah.
aspect. It was
Uh,
fun.
I remember playing a like Nerf battle game on my Wii when I was
Oh my
younger.
god, I think I remember that. That shit was.
Yeah, you would like fight robots and like aliens or something, and it was just with like a whole bunch of Nerf guns. It was so
Yeah.
weird, but it was
For-
really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
for me, I had a very odd childhood. Logan can attest to that. And I didn't do a lot of things kids did. What I did do that was very similar is I played on the Wii and Xbox a lot. But my first-person shooter game that doesn't even really count. I don't count it, but technically it does fall under the category. Was a paintball game, Paintball 3000 or something like
Wait,
that.
did
some
I
really
play this
old
at your
Xbox
house?
game.
Did I play this?
I think you did because you played Dead or Alive 4 with me, and that game
I remember
I
that.
keep next to it, and I played that game so much. I'm godly at it, but I haven't. I just like leave it alone for years at a time, months. Go back to it, still godly. Leave, go back to it, and that was my first-person shooter game. Because before that, all I ever played was fighting games like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter at the arcade, which I never went to. It was an arcade game that my cousins had in like Kentucky and shit like that. I played like Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Star Wars.
Oh, bro, that-
those were the games.
classic, bro.
Bro, the
Classic.
fucking
Those,
they-
those are the main games.
Those
I played.
are the
God.
games. Those are like
Or
the
like,
games.
or
I
like
still
Lego
have
games.
I still have Lego Star Wars: The Clone Wars 3 on my computer. Like I have it on my computer. Like I actually
Yeah,
legitimately
the
bought
emulator.
it on Steam. No, I bought
you
it
got it on
on
Steam.
Steam. It's
Wow.
so
Insane.
it's still a blast. I still have fun with it. Like, dude, I can't wait for the remake of Lego Star Wars to come out. The like the Skywalker saga.
That came out already, didn't it?
No, it's been delayed. Probably it was supposed to come out in like 2019 or something, and it's been delayed so many times.
That explains it.
But it's actually looks so
Alright.
fun.
Another game that like kind of like shaped my childhood,
Mm-hmm.
Borderlands 2.
Oh, I love Borderlands 2.
Can't relate. Didn't know Borderlands was a series till Telltale Games made their version.
Really?
Oh wow.
Mm-mm. I don't think you understand how weird my childhood was. Like Counter-Strike was introduced to me by my brother when Source was out, and I played that. Didn't understand the controls. Didn't play it for a long time. Lost the account. Got on Go. Played it a little bit. Didn't understand how to play. Dropped it for a few years. Played it again later. Most of my time spent on the computer was web browser games or
Yep.
Portal 2 whenever someone
Dude,
was
I
allowed
am
to
a
play it.
god
Okay.
at Papa's Freezeria. I got,
Oh, yes.
dude,
You
I
fucking-
actually finished the game. I finished the game of Papa's Freezeria, dude. I was cracked, and also I got, dude, I had this there was this Flash game on like just some stupid like random quote unquote math website that's a school sponsor, but it was all like arcade games and like it was very little math, but it was like this build a mall game. And it was like Mall Empire or something like that. I don't remember.
Oh
the name.
yeah, I know about what you're talking about.
But,
Never played it myself.
Dude, and the thing is, like, I had a massive mall on every single possible location, and then like I switched schools. It was at American Academy. I had it on my American Academy computer.
Insane. That's fun.
classic,
I
classic.
only played like Electric Man. I played Into Space.
Oh,
I was
I played
godly at
that.
all of that. Into Space 2 was easy as hell. I played what was it called? There was Kitten Strike Force that my friend liked, and he thought he was better at it than I was because I didn't play it. I played it once, I kicked his ass. I beat the game way faster than him. He was super salty about it. He hated me, by the way. He hated every aspect about me. What else was it? I played so many web browser games. There was Fighter Planes. It was the second version, not the first. Monkey Kickball, Monkey Snowball Fight. Mainly, if it was a mini clip and con game, I played it.
Oh,
if it
bro,
was a
what about,
Nitro game,
what
I
about,
played
like, cool
it.
math games? Like,
I
ever
cool
played
math games
Bloxers?
later on.
Ever played Bloxers? Cube? Have you guys played Cube
I've
Field?
heard of that.
Have you played Cube Field? Anyone?
No.
Oh,
No.
come on. Cube Field's a dude.
Dude,
The
Cool
thing
Math
is,
Games was like
in
middle school time.
like freshman year high school,
Like
I was
late
still
on
playing
middle school.
Cube Field. I'm like a Cube Field veteran. Like I've been playing since kindergarten, haven't stopped. I am unstoppable in that game, bro.
I played
Bro,
the
it's so
I played
fun.
the box zombie game where you were like a box guy just shooting them, but you could only like shoot diagonally.
Ooh,
forward
what
and,
about the
you trust
run
this
games?
or
Remember the run games? Like run.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
of
the run
course,
games.
everyone did.
Oh,
All right,
classic.
one of my
Run games are
Everyone
classic.
who was cool played the run game and could do it really insanely.
Okay,
I
so
made
one of the
skaters, the skater.
Yep.
one of the
It was-
games that
yeah.
I played the living shit out of in school was 60-second burger run. Did you
No
guys ever
clue.
play that?
Oh,
I've
No.
heard
oh
of that.
no, I do remember that. It's with like that huge fat guy.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember that. I remember that game. Oh,
Wait,
it was
oh
so
my God,
bad.
Wait
It
a
was
second.
so bad.
I know that game. I never played it, but it
Dude,
was
all
that
these
weird
games were
fat-
made in
yeah.
like 10 seconds and like a really bad like freaking game maker, and they're
I
so
actually,
fun.
I actually
Bro.
did make a flash game once. I forget what it was about.
All right.
I think it was a version of Snake, probably. That's what everyone did.
So have you guys heard of like the project called Maxima's Flashpoint?
No.
Is
And
it-
it
No.
it's basically just like this guy that took a bunch of like since like you can pretty much no longer play flash games, he took them and like put them all on this like one thing that you can download, and like when it's fully extracted, it's 700 gigabytes.
Dude, that's
Wow.
insane.
Wait. So what's it called?
It's called Blue Maxima's Flashpoint. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, flash games are a throwback, dude.
But yeah, so like one of
Blue
my
Maxima's
favorites was
Flashpoint.
the Epic War series. Did you ever play that? Like Epic War
No.
3 was where it was at.
Oh, dude, I played a lot of Bloons Tower Defense.
Oh
Blues
yeah.
Tower?
Oh, yeah, me
that
too.
game.
Classic. What's the best one,
Holy
though?
shit! This
What's
is
the
better
best
than my
one?
emulator.
I say 4,
Recently-
because 5 got too much. I say 4. It's the perfect
And
balance.
then 6 is just it's interesting. It's just like I don't know how I feel about
I'm
it.
just Bloons Tower Defense 4 or 3 if I'm feeling a little more classic, you know.
Here's my opinion on that. I think that anything below 5 is acceptable, but I think 5 is honestly one of my more favorite ones to play because of the items that you get and like how the gameplay
Yeah.
is. I like it better.
There's more to do for
I-
sure.
I'll be honest. I forget which version it was before 5 that I played more of. I think it was 4, because I know it had a super monkey in it. Actually, you know what? Did I play 2? Let me see. Oh no, I played all the versions before 5. Okay, yeah, it's all of them. 6 is where I stopped. 6 is 100% just where I stopped playing it.
So did you not like play BTD 6 at all?
I did not. I think I've played it once, maybe, but didn't care enough to play it anymore. Because at that
Okay.
point, I was just playing other games. You know? So.
Yeah.
All I know is that ASF Jerome posted a video of Bloons Tower Defense with, like, a balloon shredder or something, and I was like, no, don't feel it. Not vibing with that.
Yeah, that's all cool though.
It's I'm a simple man. I see monkey that shoot balloon, I like it. I see machine that shreds balloon, it's a different game.
Yeah, no
That's
monkey,
different.
me
That's
no
not-
likey.
Yeah, that's the monkey brain way of
It's
saying
either
it.
the
That's how
monkey's destroying it or the monkey's controlling the thing destroying it.
There you go. That's how I feel about it. Yep.
Well,
When they added
yeah.
when I saw Super Monkey, that was like I had 3 Super Monkeys. Like you would brag to your friends about that shit.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that was
absolutely.
Oh yeah, those were the days.
I remember getting like overpowered in like the late stages of a game and just having like a full board of super monkeys.
Bro, I
Oh,
just
yeah.
remember like I was bragging to my friend because I reached round 125 on Brick Road in BTD 5. I was like, I got so far, and then I like see online someone reached like 560. I'm like,
Yeah, I was about to say.
What the
and,
fuck?
Then you have that one friend who's just like who casually
Yep.
reaches 300 easily, like bruh, like
Oh,
bruh.
Jesus. Nah.
Oh my god, everyone played those games. I think.
Yeah, and I think everyone played them at school, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Was
yeah.
never at home.
See, but that's the thing. As a kid, That's all I played. Everyone else was
Yeah,
playing
I don't
games
remember
like
anything
Call
I
of
learned in
Duty.
kindergarten. I
They
remember
played.
watching the big ol' second graders play Flash games in
Mm,
kindergarten and me being
yeah,
like, I want to do that. I don't remember what I learned. What's 2
yeah,
plus 2? 6. Duh. Yeah, but
yeah.
I also know how to make a anchovy, half olive, pepperoni, fully baked pizza on Papa's Pizzeria. What's up? Like,
I know how to do a 3-hit combo in this Flash game.
yeah, exactly.
It's like I didn't play any other games until like I didn't meet my cousins. It was more that my cousins showed me that the ratings on games are suggestions. So I was like, screw it, I'll play Call of Duty at a friend's house. So I like started getting on like my friends' devices and played it. So like no one would catch me playing the games. And yeah, that's like I'm pretty sure Logan was the person who got me into Halo as well with his Halo
Yeah,
4
I guess
game.
that was. Yeah, I remember playing with me, you, and my 2 siblings. That was fun. The zombie
Yeah,
game
before
modes
that
were
I only
best.
played Halo, the original Halo on my dad's thing because
Yeah.
we had it. That's
Speaking of school, guys, school's coming up. How are we feeling? How are we feeling
Oh,
about
man.
school, guys? We're all school age.
I
We're all in
mean-
different parts of school, but you know.
Yeah.
I'm the old guy here, I'm pretty sure.
I'm
The
going
old
into my
one?
senior year of high school,
I am
and I
also
gotta be
senior
honest.
year.
College.
You're
I'm
wait.
moving out soon though. So
What
yeah.
year of college are you going into, Sean?
First.
Okay, I'm going to my second then.
Ooh, Brett's
Yeah, I'm
old.
the old one. I'm the
Thank
old one
God.
here.
Thank God. Thank
Yeah.
God.
I'm gonna have to like
It's so
focus
funny that
on
people forget
studying
that
more.
Zach and Logan are so young.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
mean,
bring it up
well,
to Abby and she's like, "Oh right, they're kids." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I think senior year's gonna be easy. I pretty much handled school fairly well.
Yeah, senior year's pretty easy.
Actually,
Yeah, but like the thing is, like, my dad's very
yeah,
We know.
like a C
We
is
know.
an acceptable sort of deal.
bro. A B isn't fucking acceptable.
It's
Same.
yeah, for me it depends on the
Oh,
class.
yeah.
Like if I get a B in like an English class, my parents will flip out. Like a B in a math class, they're like, "Okay, that's fine." But like, you know, like they're like, "Oh, we know you can do better than a C." And I'm like, "But this is 3 times the, level that kids my age are at. I think a C's okay. I just passed a class that's going to get me a bunch of extra credits. Like, why are you guys complaining?" Jesus.
I don't think people understand enough. Like I hear people complain like my parents don't accept a C or a D, and I'm like, B. It's a B. I can't go lower. I go lower, I start losing shit of mine, and
Yeah.
it sucks because at my old school, it wasn't with you, Logan. I actually, yeah, it was. It was at that school. It was. I was in English, and everyone hated me for some reason. I have this effect on the world where bad luck finds its way to me, despite the fact of like not being very talkative, unless it was with my friends. That the like people just hated me, and my teacher straight up gave me an F on an essay over a period. This isn't an exaggeration. I straight up got nothing wrong in the essay, no grammatical errors, no sentence structuring issues. It was a flawless essay, except I missed a period. The next sentence was capitalized, but there was no period. She gave me an F. My parents stormed in there and were genuinely mad, and that was the one moment I felt validated as a student. Like, it's not my fault. See, I'm not a retard. People just hate me.
I'm not a retard this time. Please, I promise.
It's not this time. That happened frequently. Like I'd get fucked over. Like, oh hey, you just joined this school. Well, unfortunately for you, everyone here has known each other since kindergarten, since they were in the womb. That we remember in 3rd grade, guys, you learned this. I'm like, I came from a blue ribbon. I didn't learn that much. And they're like, yes, we are a very advanced school. And I'm like, you're a public school pretending to be a
yeah.
private school. Y'all just are rich as fuck, and I'm a kid over here who's like barely upper middle class, taxed way too highly, and I'm put with you guys, and you don't teach me shit. I am discriminated against here. You don't even drink out of the same water fountain as me. Like, what the fuck is this bullshit? That like it was
Honestly,
bad.
at that point, that's kind of just racism.
I didn't know
Kinda.
that at that time. I thought it was like just a switching schools thing because you don't understand. Me and Logan went to a school called American Academy, and there was me and him went to the newly built Parker School. We were like the first kids there, and wait, you joined the year it was built too, right,
Mhm.
Logan?
Yeah, because I spent like I had to go do
Okay,
the
yeah.
testing at the Castle Pines one, right?
Yeah,
Just like
yeah, exactly. And then like there was Castle Pines that was there first. Now there's like 3 schools, but it
no,
doesn't
there's
matter.
4. There's 4.
It's 4. I don't care. Fuck them. The Castle Pines kids were always competitive with the Parker kids, and when the prom or I think it was just a school dance
No,
or
not the
whatever.
prom, the dance.
Not the prom. Dude, we had a graduation ceremony. I don't know what they call it. They're pretentious as fuck there.
Yeah.
They do weird shit. They were like I heard over the loudspeaker as I was going home. Mind you, I wasn't gonna go to the dance because fuck those kids, in my opinion. Like so many kids hated me. It wasn't all of them. Lots of the kids were cool, but some of them made my life hell. I heard an uproar throughout the school when they heard that Parker got sick. Like the majority of students at Parker was like vomiting. Like they were physically in pain. They cheered over that shit. And I'm like, you sadistic fuckers. This is fucked up. Like that's the kind of mindset they had. That's why I assumed that the drinking out of a different water fountain thing wasn't racism. I think it was just because I was the only kid there besides maybe 2 others from Parker. And as far as I know, it didn't affect them as badly besides one of them. The one that I know of, at least. And
But even having that mindset, like, what grade was this?
dude, these
Middle
are
school.
middle schoolers. This is like they have a kindergarten there, and they were cheering.
No, they have a preschool there, dude.
They have a preschool too at Castle Pines. Like, dude, they just loved hating people
Yeah.
there.
Bro,
Yeah.
honestly, like, half
I-
the reason, like, the world is like the United States is because of fucking schools like that.
Dude,
It just
Exactly,
like invites
dude,
hate
that's what I'm
into the
saying.
fucking.
the funniest
And the
shit to me
schools
is
don't do anything about it. No, okay, here's my story with that school.
go ahead.
I had been bullied for like a year and a half, right? On different levels at different times. But the point is, like, most of these people were my friends at some point. Like, they came over to my house for birthday parties. I went over to their place. It was a good time for a while. And then they all kind of just turned on me and started just... I mean, it wasn't like bullying, like they're taking my lunch money sort of deal. But they were just
Yeah.
kind of dicks to me for no reason all of a sudden. And I just started getting, like, singled out of everything. Like, just not being invited to things, being singled out purposefully, like...
Were
while
you
we were
friends
playing
with the
football at
opposite
recess,
gender? Like, what is this backwater bullshit?
like they would chuck the football at my face when I was like open instead of actually throwing it to me and stuff. It was really weird.
Same.
And then,
Same.
but the thing is, like, I'm not bad at football. Like, I'm fairly athletic, so it's not like it was
he's
like,
good.
you know, it's not like I was like the dumb nerdy kid. Like, I could still play with them and stuff. And they just started being mean. And so
Damn, I
my
feel
math,
singled out.
my math teacher was like, we went up to my math teacher, and I had his wife also taught there the year before, and you know I liked the teacher, and my mom and the teacher were close, whatever. And we're like, hey, will you come just to recess and just make sure that everything's okay? And then obviously, so the school's like, yeah, we'll do that, but instead of it being like, okay, like. So basically, obviously, I didn't get bullied at all. They threw the ball to me a normal amount. I was included because there was a teacher there. When there's a fully grown adult, especially man, the kids aren't going to be dicks to each other because they know they'll get in trouble. They don't want that. So then, instead of the teacher, for some reason, there are 2 ways this could have gone. What would have made sense is he could go back and be like, okay, clearly, they don't want anyone to know that they're doing this to this poor kid and they're making his life hell. Instead, they went back and said, oh yeah, there's no bullying, it's fine. And then the school did nothing after that. And I switched schools after that because screw them. Screw them.
Yeah, I remember the story. Fucking here. I know that we should get to Zach and Brett, but I have like a quick list of shit that went on for me.
Oh yeah.
It was so fucking. First of all, there was the shit where teachers would talk behind my back. I learned because a substitute told me one day. He was tired of like the little shits in my class that were just being assholes to him, not respecting him, not listening to him, not paying attention during his lecture.
That's understandable.
And I was the only one answering his questions. And he just pulled me aside at the end of class after like kids were telling on me for being a dick and shit like that, and he called bullshit on them. He was like, he's the only one listening to me. He's the one raising his fucking hand. And he pulled me aside and said, "You need to get out of this school, kid. You need to get out of here. All the teachers are talking about you in like the break rooms and shit. These kids are going home telling shit
Bro, you should have
about
just
you
stayed
to
at
your
Parker.
parents."
I mean, Parker wasn't
I was
great either, but at least.
No,
you know.
yeah, honestly, probably, maybe that was a mistake. But honestly, like it went in tears. Like I thought my life in elementary school was shit. Then I moved to Parker. I was like, ah, fuck, this is worse. Then I went to Castle Pines, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is really mega bad. Went to Rock Canyon, and I was like, I can deal with this. Junior year, I want to fucking die. But yeah, it was like I got that first happened, and he tried to get me out of it. I didn't really listen because I wanted to finish my year. I'm like, I'm almost out. I'm almost out. It's gonna be fine. Then I was pushed downstairs. I got jumped. I I got stabbed with a pencil. And the context of that is that I had my book on my desk. It was a Harry Potter book. I did a lot of reading back in the day, and Harry Potter was the thickest book I could find besides Moby Dick. And obviously, if it was between the two, I chose Harry Potter. The kid took the book off my desk and then like waved it around and threw it between him and some other kid. I did nothing there really. I kind of just stood in between them and waited for them to get tired of it. But like the bell rang and they were still doing it, and I had to pack up to go. So I finished packing up all my other shit, and none of the kids were leaving, by the way, because it was a teacher who was like, the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. But she was also doing nothing over these kids fucking with me, and she could clearly see it. And so at a certain point, midair, I just grabbed the book, and I'm going to put it back in my bag. As I'm walking, the kid grabs it, and I don't let go. I'm stronger than this kid. He can't take it from me. So I eventually just like put my hand to his chest and push, but he's still not letting go. So I just tell him, fucking let go. As I say this, he's pulled out a pencil from a nearby desk and stabs me in the wrist. So now there's a pencil sticking out of my wrist.
You've been assaulted, essentially.
Yeah, there's a pencil sticking out of my wrist. I'm bleeding. And, like, I'm good at keeping my temper at this point as a kid. I don't really get into that many fights. Well, I lie. That's a lie. I do. But they're usually quick and easy. Like, hey, I hate you. You hate me. Let's fight. I win. Okay, I'm going home now. Where it's not, like, personal. But I've built up a lot of anger. And I'm already, like, this, mind you, this was Parker. I was moving to Castle Pines. And I was, like, at my breaking point for Parker. Like, my tolerance for them was at an all-time low. And so, like, I'm pretty sure the other students saw a change in me because a few students kind of backed off, and I punch him hard. He goes flying a little bit into some chairs. I grab my book, slam it into my bag, zip it up. Pencil, I notice, is still hanging out of my wrist, so I snap it, and then, like, I'm looking for lead in my wrist. I can't find any, and I'm like, fuck my life. It's stuck in there. I grab my bag, and while the teacher's telling me I can't leave, I just leave. I ignore her completely and go to the nurse's office. Principal sees me in the nurse's office getting treated for this. I tell her what happened. Nothing really comes up of it.
Oh yeah.
In the end, I'm told, please don't press charges. Don't press charges. And I shift schools. I'm to this day regretting that because of the days that followed. I get kicked off the soccer team because a kid was a bully to me and I laughed at him when he was showing off and fell on his ass. I was bullied constantly by other students and their parents who were teachers behind my back. I had at one point was I all I wanted to do was like have a normal day, but someone apparently had taken my phone during graduation, during the ceremony, and put it somewhere. And I had to go grab it. I had to, in the middle of a crowd, I had to walk past everyone, grab my phone, because I wouldn't be allowed to go pick it up later. I asked the teacher if I could do that because somebody had hidden my phone somewhere. But they're like, you shouldn't have forgotten it. I'm like, but I didn't. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. I went to go grab it, grabbed it, and I went to my graduation. That is kind of the summary of like how my school life has been throughout. It's just shitty occurrences over and over again.
Brett, Zach, any stories?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not following up after that. Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't have any stories like that from school, but I don't know.
My
I
life
was
is
the
shit, and I
nerd.
should have gone last.
Nice.
I was the guy. I was always the guy that people came to for like help if they didn't understand something, and I would just like give them the answers, and they'd be like, "Thanks, Brett." And I'd be like, "Yeah."
Oh
no
my
problem."
god. Speaking of like you doing that, bro, I used to be paid to do people's tests in my math class.
You were
That's-
smart.
that's
Oh,
funny.
you were actually that guy, huh?
Yeah, so like
Uh,
I was just like doing my
That's
test
not
like,
surprising.
and this guy came and was like, "Yo, can you do my test? I'll pay you." I was like, "All right, sure." And then next week, more people came. I was like, "All right." And I
Dude,
made
hold-
like probably made a
hold on a
good $100-$200 from that.
dude, that's a lot of
Until-
money for a kid.
Yeah, it was fucking insane.
Wait, okay, so I'm watching my sister's guinea pig right now, and so far she has shit 6 times, and she just peed on the pillow she's on.
Yeah, screw little rodents. Rodents suck.
Honestly,
They
And I have
smell
this
bad.
annoying.
They're
There was
loud
this
at
annoying
night.
fucking. There was this
I've-
girl that graduated from my school last year, and she has a bunch of hamsters, and like she starts drama with fucking everyone.
Do you guys
And,
not
like-
have any interesting school stories?
Sean, you
Oh,
have
there
the
was a-
weirdest school career of all time, bro. You know, like I hear a new school story
Yeah.
from you every time I talk to you.
I have a normal school experience.
Like I have
probably the
had
worst-
a few
I
weird
one
things,
time fought
but
off
for the
6
most,
people at once. It used to be
yeah,
my
not
friends.
many people do that in school.
And I won the fight too. To be fair, it's not a win.
Or
I
now
just
you're not
didn't-
telling this whole story right now.
I
Bro,
ran
but, like-
away in the end because I probably would have lost a prolonged fight.
Like the worst thing that has ever happened to me at school is like a rumor was started that I cheated on my girlfriend. Like that was the worst that's ever happened. And this
Yeah.
motherfucker over here is like, yeah, I fought like 12 people.
I had to get my glasses replaced like 8 times.
I
Like,
almost
the bill was
died.
super high.
I had to get 12 casts on my pinky finger.
I've never broken a bone. I've never ever broken a bone.
Yeah,
Sprained
I
an
had
ankle
to
before
fight off
broken
6 burly dudes while I was getting my dick sucked in the bathroom.
Oh no, they were all
It was
shorter than
pretty,
me.
yeah.
And
Believe
in
it
a
or not,
bear.
believe it or not,
I-
despite being one
and
of
she
the
just
shorter
kind
people
of
in the
hung
group-
on, bro. It hurt a little bit, but she hung on good, bro. Come on.
I was fighting, she just kept.
It was actually pretty cool. It kind of made the whole experience better. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of improved it. I don't know.
My God, it's true though. It's true.
Shut up.
It's all true.
Shut up.
It's all true though.
Shut up. I seriously, there's sometimes, Sean, when I question if your stories are real. There's sometimes where I'm like, okay, this
That's
one's
fine.
a joke though, right?
No, not even a little.
Bro, how come I never got to see any of this when I went to school with you?
I don't
I
know.
wish,
Maybe
dude.
because we never talked.
Yeah,
So,
that might be it.
We left. Dude, the girl I argued with you know the girl on the saxophone. You probably don't remember her.
Yeah, dude, bro, with the freaking pixie cut.
Yeah, dude. It was in that friend group where like a lot of shit went down. Like we had a lot of fun
Bruh.
together and shit. But like that introduced me to some of the people I'd get into fights with, who I don't even know what to call them. Like they weren't bad kids. They were just like the kids who I don't know, didn't mind getting into a fight, didn't mind vaping as like elementary school kids.
Yep, it do be like that. Vaping's a problem, guys. It's an epidemic. Yeah, this has been the Campfire
never trust
podcast.
people.
This has been Sean ranting.
Yeah,
again.
this has been Sean. This has been 25 minutes of the Campfire podcast, and then 20 minutes of Sean ranting. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Part
Let
two.
us know in the comments what kind of things you want us to tackle in the future. I am down to tackle anything. Men, women, children, doesn't matter. I'll tackle anything. And if you want to see more like this, subscribe, like the video, share with your friends, share with your dog, especially share with your dog. This podcast was actually made for dogs, and we're just sharing with humans because we
Specifically.
feel like it. Specifically dogs. Humans are just a side gig.
Yeah.
And
All
thanks
right,
for
yeah,
listening.
in the comments, put down what you want
I already
us to
said
talk
that.
about.
Shut up.
And
Shut up.
Put in
this
the
has
No,
been
shut up.
comments.
Logan
Shut up.
See you guys
No,
next
shut up.
time.
No,